Welcome to Myers ASMR. How are you? Are you relaxed? Relax. Shake off that stress. Let go of that mess. Hey, it feels good to feel good, doesn't it? Yeah, it just feels good to feel good. Well, I think these tacos from Taco Bell are going to help me to feel good. Let's see. I think it's called the Doritos Supreme or something. First time. Let's check it out. I just got the beef. I'm glad they wrapped them in the extra bit of cardboard. Because I just got caught in a torrential downpour. The shell did crack, but it's still intact. This is so good. You could customize their tacos. I don't know if you could always do that. I've been on this taco kick lately. I've been going to mom and pop places, and everywhere I go, everybody does them differently. That's the beauty of the taco. Doesn't have to be the same. I wonder if Taco Bell makes their soft tacos bigger. Because this is the Supreme version. And it's a bit thin. Maybe that's because it's crunchy. Yeah, I guess I'll have to try their soft tacos and see. These are so good. I'm trying to find a way to eat them shell is good. I really wish I could snow bunny. The air is starting to get chilly around here. And it's only August. But honestly, by the time like December rolls around, we're pretty much accustomed. I think the fear and the anxiety of the cold is much worse than the cold itself. Anybody live in Tampa? Is it nice? I mean, I know it's not Miami, but is it an interesting place to live? I just need to be where it's warm all the time. I hope that's not too gross. I just don't like when the food is down in my gums. I really can't stand that. Well, guess what? Is that part of the video where I focus on getting better and better every day in every way with the help of this people skills book. So let's see where we left off. Reassuring. So he's talking about barriers to communication. What on earth can be wrong with reassurance is a question we get from many people. Like the other 11 barriers, reassurance can drive a wedge between people. Hay McGinnell writes, once in a blue moon, almost every parent hears his son or daughter declare, I am stupid. Knowing that his child cannot be stupid, the parent sets out to convince him that he is bright. Son, I am stupid. Father, you are not stupid. Son, yes, I am. Father, you are not. Remember how smart you were at camp? The counselor thought you were one of the brightest. Son, how do you know what he thought? Father, he told me so. Son, yeah, how come he called me stupid all the time? Father, he was just kidding. Son, I am stupid and I know it. Look at my grades in school. Father, you just have to work harder. Son, I already work harder and it doesn't help. I have no brains. Father, you are smart. I know. Son, I am stupid. I know. Father loudly. You are not stupid. Son, yes I am. Father, you are not stupid, stupid. Kino goes on to explain when a child declares that he is stupid or ugly or bad, nothing that we can say or do will change his self-image immediately. A person's ingrained opinion of himself resists direct attempts at alteration. As one child said to his father, I know you mean well, Dad, but I am not that stupid to take your word that I am bright. Reassurance is a way of seeming to comfort another person while actually doing the opposite. The word comfort comes from two Latin words, con and fortis. The combination literally means strengthened by being with. Reassurance does not allow the comforter to really be with the other. It can be a form of emotional withdrawal. Reassurance is often used by people who like the idea of being helpful, but who do not want to experience the emotional demand that goes with it. And roadblock number 13. When people are introduced to the roadblocks, a fairly typical reaction is, that's just what my husband has been doing all these years. Wait till I tell him about all the roadblocks he sends. Or, gosh, my boss uses just about all of these barriers. The next time he does it, I'm going to point out how he's roadblocking me. This is roadblock 13, telling other people they are sending roadblocks. Roadblock 13 belongs in the judgment category. If you want to improve your communication, pointing the finger of judgment at others is a poor place to begin. Guilt, remorse, regret. After hearing a presentation on the roadblocks, many people experience pangs of guilt. They suddenly become aware that some patterns of their communication are barriers in important relationships and have probably caused needless distance between them and other people. After presentations on communication barriers in our workshops, people typically make comments like these. Awareness of the three major groupings of roadblocks was like a stab, and I cringe for all the situations that I blew that could have been productive had I known how to respond properly. It's like knowing suddenly the enemy and finding out that it's me. I had always thought of myself as a good listener, never realizing that I was often guilty of actually shutting off communication by the way I was listening. The responses you identified as barriers were things I'd always felt helped conversation, and I've been using many of them pretty consistently. As I listened to you talk about the roadblocks, I felt remorse and regret. These thoughts flew into my mind. I failed as a parent and a teacher. I wish that I could have learned this 15 years ago. How did I get to be 40 years old without discovering that these were roadblocks? After the guilt, however, I became hopeful after all. It is practically impossible to counter a negative approach unless you know that it is destructive. Learning about the roadblocks is the first step to positive action for me. Certain ways of verbalizing carry a high risk of putting a damper on the conversation, being harmful to the relationship, triggering feelings of inadequacy, anger, or dependency on other persons, or all of these things. As a result of one or more of the 12 roadblocks, the other may become more submissive and compliant, or she may become more resistant, rebellious, and argumentative. These barriers to conversation tend to diminish the other's self-esteem and to undermine motivation. They decrease the likelihood that the other will be self-determining. They increase the likelihood that she will put the focus on evaluation outside herself. Roadblocks are prevalent in our culture. They are used in over 90% of the conversations where one or both persons have a problem or a strong need. Yet these conversational bad habits can be corrected. One friend, one person who is truly understanding, who takes the trouble to listen to us as we consider our problems, can change our whole outlook on the world. And that's a quote by Dr. Elton Mayo. So part 2 is listening skills. And I'm going to save that for the next time. Hey, feel good and watch what happens. Feel good and watch what happens. Feel good and watch what happens. Hey, if you like what I'm doing here, like and subscribe, donate to the cause. Catch me in the next video. And may you find lasting happiness. Bye.